Hello and welcome back to Minecraft 1.6.4 modpack. Now, after last time, my building frenzy on last time of playing around with my furniture and getting my turtle back up and running, I let him go. Basically sat up there AFK and tinkered around a little bit, and I let my turtle go until he ran out of charcoal. And this is the result. All the way down to level 26. He still has around 20 more levels to go, but like I said, he ran out of charcoal, so I picked him up and put him back down here, and I will get him started up again at some point, but for now I'm just going to let it go. One of the reasons I did this the way I did and had it dig out underneath the ocean is for this stuff right here, abyssal stone. And abyssal stone is basically the railcraft version of basalt from Red Power. It kind of looks like basalt and it kind of works like basalt. You get it in this abyssal stone form like this, and you can cook it. You can cook it down into abyssal blocks, and you can use the abyssal blocks to make bricks and other kind of decorative stone and stuff like that. And I wanted to get some of this because it looks nice, and well, it just looks nice. So yeah, I wanted to get some of this, and this is one of the reasons why I built this turtle quarry where I did. But yeah, he mined out a ton of materials for me, lots of metal, so much cobblestone that just got sent through that void pipe. But yeah, I'll get him set back up later on at some point. But for now, let's head back up here. Now, while I was waiting for that to finish out, I did a few other things up here. One, I redid the pens area where my animals are. Made it a little bit bigger. And I built a little house for them. Nothing fancy, just a simple little barn area with some hay bales. Also bred a few more sheep because the galacticraft wires and stuff need wool. So I'm going to need wool for that at some point, because I think I'm going to start doing some galacticraft at some time here in the future, or at least get started on it. So I built this just to expand it out so I would have more room for some sheep and maybe some more pigs and cows and stuff like that. I thought I had some cows in here. Where did my cows go? Huh. Did they escape? I don't even know. But yeah, let's see. Oh. And I also switched, I don't remember if I mentioned it in the last video or the video before, but I had switched out my saplings and stuff for fir, so I can get some fir logs. And then after that, I switched it out for some sakura blossom trees. And there's still some saplings left over here, but they'll eventually be replaced by these redwoods again, because I had it replaced because I had a huge barrel I had down there was full of redwood logs, so I had a large surplus, and I figured, what the hell, may as well try and get some extra logs for some other trees. As you can see, I got 6 stacks of the normal logs, 40 stacks of the sakura wood, and 55 stacks of fir logs, fir quarter logs, because they grow in those big 4x4, 2x2 trees, just like the redwoods do. And I was able to get a massive amount, which should be more than enough to build with at some future point. But yeah, as you can see, I burned through the rest of my redwood log surplus that I had. And I'm almost out of charcoal as well. So I had to put some more redwood growing up there. And, as you may have noticed, I have 2 extra machines right here. A plate bending machine from GregTech and an automatic E-furnace, which is basically the GregTech version of the electric furnace. Now, just like the automatic macerator, the plate bending machine has these 3 buttons down here, as does the electric furnace. And I finally figured out what those things are, and I wish I hadn't. Because basically this button allows, switching it like this means it will only accept one type of item up here. So if you have 2 different items, it won't macerate for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. But having it like this means you can have like 2 different types of ore going in there, and it'll macerate one stack and then it'll work on the second stack, just like it had been set up previously. And the same goes for this. It'll smelt one stack just like that. And this is this button right here, the orange and black arrow, allows it to output items from this square back here. This square right here is its output slot. And I believe, I haven't tried it out, but I believe you can, by having this turned on, you can output items from the inventory into neighboring inventories, like I think chests or neighboring machines. And this bluish lightning bolt thing allows the this output to actually output electricity. So if you take a wrench and wrench it around to the side here, and I put another machine right next to it, right next to this output, the machine itself would act like wire. I wouldn't have to have these wires right here interconnecting, and the power would just go through the machines, and it would save me room. I wouldn't have to use wire to power all these machines. The output would actually keep all the any neighboring machine connected to it powered as well. But I actually tried that, and I had these wires and stuff already hooked up, and I wrenched it around, and I put a machine down, and it exploded because I had too much power going into it. It was coming straight from the bat box, sending 32 through the output machine on one side, and it also had 32 going in from a wire. And it caused the plate bending machine I had sitting here before to explode, which took out all my hoppers, my chests, and the macerator I had built previously, as well as the electric furnace I had built previously, and I had to rebuild all 3 machines. So yeah, screw that output stuff. I'm just going to use wires. But yeah, I had to rebuild all 3 of these machines. So I'm just going to keep them wired up like this. I'm not even going to bother with the side output or anything like that, just in case I accidentally click the buttons I don't want electricity going through or items going through. So I'm just going to use hoppers like this. And unlike the way I have those steam-powered machines over there set up, I figured out I could just have a hopper feeding into the hopper next to it, and feeding into the hopper next to it, and straight down into this chest. So everything will go down into this one chest instead of having to have a double chest here with each one going down in it like I have on those steam-powered machines. So this is a bit more efficient than I had these set up. So yeah. I also, and since I have an electric furnace now, I took that steam-powered furnace and stuck it out there with those other 2 to help make some more charcoal. And I have these pipes going up and around, automatically feeding into here all of the raw ore that needs to be macerated, and all the ore that needs to be smelted, and other stuff that's very nice. Now, as I was saying, I am going to start doing some, or at least hopefully start doing some galacticraft at some point. But there is some stuff I need to get done before I can even start that. Because, for one, I need oil, because you need oil to make fuel to power the rocket itself, and there's no fuel nearby, which means I have to go out and find some oil someplace. And in order to pump it all the way back here, I need to have a chunk loader of some type. Now, a quarry could act as a makeshift chunk loader. Unfortunately, I do not have the materials to make a quarry right now, because I need an industrial blast furnace, I need industrial blast furnace, electrolyzer, all that kind of stuff. In order to get all that, I have to build all that, and yeah, I can't build a makeshift chunk loader out of a quarry yet. And there are no chunk loaders like there were in the Minecraft pack, but there are world anchors. And a world anchor works similar to the way the chunk loaders do. Takes just a few gold, a couple diamonds, ender pearl, and obsidian. Unfortunately, the world anchor runs on ender pearls, I believe. I think that's what powers them. So you literally have to put ender pearls in them to keep them powered for, I think it's a 12-hour period. So let's make one of these. I think I have enough materials. Yeah, I have 1 ender pearl, 2 obsidian, and I think I have gold. Yes, I have gold. So I got that. 2 diamonds, 1 ender pearl, and some gold. Now, let me plunk this down. Let me just set it down right here for now. Yeah, here we go. It does. It runs on ender pearls. So, if I want this to run, I have to put ender pearls into here, and that was my last ender pearl. So, I either have to go out and find some endermen, which, for some reason, the mobs have been a bit buggy on this server as of late. I mean, sometimes the mobs will, like right now, there's nothing. There's no mobs in that massive hole I dug out with my little mining turtle. I forgot the name of him. I forgot the name of my little mining turtle. There's no mobs down there, even though it's dark enough for them to spawn. There's none on the overworld. There's none anywhere. And sometimes that just happens. I'm not exactly sure why, but mobs will just stop spawning altogether. I'm not sure if it's one of the mods causing that to happen or not, but yeah, there are no mobs at all spawning right now. And yeah. So finding some endermen might be a bit tricky. Especially since this is my only real option for automatic chunk loading thing. And I am going to need this if I want to get oil back here. Because I'm going to have to go pretty far out, set up a pump system after I find some oil. And I'll probably have to set this up either here, next to a tank, where I'm going to pump the oil back to, while I sit over there. Or maybe even build another world anchor. And I'll have to sit there and wait for it to pump back so I can refine it into the fuel I need for my spaceships. And that's not the only problem. The other problem is because I'm starving. I always forget to watch my health. But yeah, since galacticraft was added after this world was already generated, some of the materials needed, such as silicon and the aluminum needed for the actual construction and production stuff, is not actually here in world, at least in the preloaded chunks. So I'll either have to go pretty far out to find some unloaded chunks and freshly load them so they'll actually have the materials, which could be an issue because I'm not exactly sure where the unloaded chunks are. And since it's just ore that's going to be changing in them compared to these, it might be a bit difficult to figure out exactly where I need to find it. Now there is an option. I do have the option of making a portal to the Twilight Forest. Since I'm the only one around here, the area directly equivalent to where I am in the Twilight Forest area may not be loaded yet. It might be fresh chunks, fresh areas that will have the silicon loaded in when I freshly load in. So it might have the materials I need. But I'm not sure the materials actually load into the Twilight Forest, so that'll be something I'll need to figure out. But yeah, right now I need to find a way to power this. So I need some ender pearls. Now I could either run around here for hours during the nighttime looking for endermen like I've done before in all of my series. Oh man, so many times have I done that. In my previous series, in the New World mod pack, in my Minecraft series, I did that. But I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the end. Because I asked around to the other people that were on the server, and apparently the end has already been opened, and the Ender Dragon has already been killed. So it should be relatively safe to go there and try and farm some Endermen. So I'm going to grab I got some food, got some cobblestone, got my weapons. I've got all I need. I might need to grab a hat, or make a hat. Do I have any iron in here? Ah, just enough to make a hat. I'll let my armor repair. I'll make a hat, and then I'm going to try and head over to where the end portal is. And I'm going to try and hopefully get this stuff repaired. I'm going to try and farm up some ender pearls from the enderman there, because I got the waypoint for where the end portal was, or at least I hope it's where the end portal was. Someone who went there before gave me the actual coordinates, and I created a waypoint for it. So hopefully it's the right coordinates, and I'm not going on a wild goose chase. But yeah, I'm gonna go there, get some ender pearls, so I can power my world anchor. So I can keep this area loaded, keep wherever I find some oil loaded, and hopefully I'll be able to get started finding some, ooh, what's this? Cotton. Okay, forgot I planted that. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna hop on my horse, who has been sitting here patiently for the past, I don't even know how long it's been since I first tamed him. I haven't really ridden him around very much. So hopefully, where's my armor? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, finish. Oh, it's so close. Let's see. Anything else I need before I go? I got Bissell Stone. But you see what I mean, right? It's starting to get dark, and there's nothing popping up. No mobs, no anything. I think it might be a problem with one of the mods causing mobs to not spawn at all. And it's really gonna suck if I go all the way to the end and none of the mobs or no Endermen are spawning. Because that will really suck. Because the actual portal is right near where spawn is, which is over 1,000 away. Oh, here we go. Come on, almost finished. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm gonna need these world anchors just to get started, because I'm gonna need to have multiple chunks loaded far away from where I am right now, just so I can get the silicon. I'm gonna need aluminum, not the aluminium that comes from. Here we go. Repaired. I'm gonna need aluminum. I'm gonna need aluminum. I'm gonna need here we go. Come on, off we go. Come on, jump, jump. Oh no, crap. Damn it. You're too fat.